Hello, welcome back. Today we'll hear part 5 of Tai Pham Witch Doctor's Daughter. This is a true missionary story from the country of Haiti. Well, God is working in the lives of Tai Pham and her family. Her mother has already believed the gospel, and God has already taken her mother to heaven through a tragic landslide. Tai Pham is hurt really, really bad. And Victor's there to help. But they need food and medicine, and all the mountain trails are washed out from the storm. Victor's praying hard that the missionaries can come. But as Orestel doesn't believe that they'll come, he said they're too pale and the mountain trails are washed out. Well, God uses trials in people's lives to bring them to Him. Psalm 50:15 says, "Call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me." Many people have been saved by finding the Lord through the trials in their lives. Well, Victor's sure a faithful missionary, isn't he? I'm so glad that he's gotten saved and he's serving the Lord. Well, you let God work through you. Are you being a missionary? Be a missionary every day. Tell the world that Jesus is the way. Be it in the town or country, on the busy avenue, Africa or Asia, the task is up to you. So be a missionary every day. Tell the world that Jesus is the way. The Lord is soon returning. There is no time to lose. So be a missionary, God's own emissary. Be a missionary today. That's what God wants us to do. We're sure finding out, though, that missionaries need our prayers. Maybe we can't go to the mission field, but we can pray and we can give. But some can go. He wants me to pray, to give, and to go, that the whole world may know about Jesus. He wants me to pray, to give, and to go, that the whole world may know about Jesus. That's what missionaries do, and that's what they're for. Well, let's find out what's going to happen. Is Tai Pham going to get the help she needs? They're praying. Suddenly, Victor shouted, "They've come! They've come! God has answered our prayers!" And Mr. and Mrs. Turnbull came over the mountains, and there they were. And Victor picked up Tai Pham and carried her to Mrs. Turnbull. He told her, "Tai Pham's the only one left alive, and she needs our help. She's really, really hurt." Well, Mrs. Turnbull took Tai Pham and she said, "Poor child." And Tai Pham looked up into her kind, loving face. Quickly, Mrs. Turnbull gave Tai Pham some medicine. And with gentle hands, she cleaned away the mud and bandaged her cuts and bruises. Then Mrs. Turnbull mashed a banana and patiently helped Tai Pham eat it. Elijah's God hears, Tai Pham thought, and he answers. It is true. Suddenly, Mrs. Turnbull stopped, and with the spoon halfway to Tai Pham's mouth, she listened, and she said, "It sounds like the airplane." "No," Mr. Turnbull called back, "it's turning away. The clouds are too heavy. We'll have to wait till morning. The mountain trails are so dangerous that we need help to get back to the mission station." Well, then their God doesn't always hear. He's no better than the spirits, Tai Pham thought. and she fell into a restless sleep. And toward dawn she woke up to find her father sitting beside her. "Papa," she said. He said, "Be still, my little one." She says, "I'm here to watch over you so no one will hurt you." She said, "Papa, I love you." "Papa, the airplane didn't come. The missionary's God is no better than the spirits." "Stay with me, Papa." "I will." "Papa, I love you." The clouds were dark and heavy all that day and the next. And then suddenly on the third day, they heard a shout from Mrs. Turnbull. "Look, the helicopter was coming down." Typham looked in the direction he was pointing and saw a strange-looking object in the air, and it landed a little way from them, and a young man in a uniform stepped out. Typham looked at her father. His eyes showed surprise that matched her own. "Papa, it has happened just like the missionary said it would." Papa didn't answer, and Typham saw the pilot get into the helicopter again and watched it whirl away into the sky. And then, pretty soon, it returned, and it brought boxes of supplies, food and medicine for them to have. Wow. Typham looked at her father, and he was happy to have the food and the medicine. And then, all of a sudden, over the mountain trail came Rosa. Now, Rosa is Typham's older sister who's married. "Papa, Typham, we thought everyone was dead. When we heard you were alive, I came right over. Little sister, you and Papa can come to our house to live." Mrs. Turnbull saw the worried look on Arestel's face, and she came over to him and said, "Could I help you?" And he said, "It's my Typham. She does not get well." "I know," Mrs. Turnbull said as she glanced at Typham with sadness in her eyes. "We've done all we can for her here. It would be better if she could go to the mission station." "No, no," Arestel said. "No," Typham muttered. "I don't want to go there." "But you'll get well there, and my mother, Granny Holdeman, is there, and she will take care of you." Oh, Typham thought. She would like to see Granny again. She wondered how they would take her to the mission station. She wondered and wondered until one day the helicopter came back and it landed on a level place. "Typham, there's going to be room for you in the helicopter now. You can go with us to the mission." "May she go?" Mrs. Turnbull asked the witch doctor. No, Typham mustn't go in that flying thing," said Arestel. "She would be killed. Mr. Turnbull and I are going in it, and the pilot rides in it all the time. It's best for Typham. Please let her go," pleaded Mrs. Turnbull. Arestel looked over at his older daughter Rosa, and slowly she nodded her head, telling him to let Typham go with the Turnbulls. "All right," Arestel said slowly. "Typham must get well. She may go with you." He painfully limped alongside Typham as she was being carried toward the helicopter. They were ready to lift her inside when his dark eyes narrowed, and he looked at Typham and leaned close and whispered, "You can go to the mission, but if you listen to the missionaries, I will put a curse on you, my own little one." Oh my, poor Typham. She must be scared to death to think that her daddy would put a curse in her. Well, we'll find out next time what happens. And if you missed any, you can go to YouTube Sue Henge and click on the playlist that says Typham.